red.
Red.
Red. Red.
Red.
Red.
Red.
Red. And
Red.
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 red. Red.
Red.
Hi, my name is Ragnar Jones, and I am colorblind.
My name is Janelle Ahiligwo, and I have what most people would consider normal colored vision.
My name's Natalie Fondriest, and I have grapheme color synesthesia, which means that I see every character, so letters and numbers, as specific, consistent colors. Red plays a very important role in my world.
My relationship with red is that it's just a color.
So for me, the ways in which red has been different for me or changed is that an orange often looks like a red to me, or a pink might be orange, or and because it's unknown, the nature of my color blindness, and it's something that's developed and changed. It's sort of interesting to me to think that it sort of changes with time.
I mean, I definitely associate it as a color, but in terms of the color that I most associate red with, or the instances that I most associate red with, I would say have to do with patriotism.
It always stands out to me very strongly in my alphabet. I imagine that it was one of the first colors that I assigned because F's are red. My older brother's name is alliterative. It's Fabian Fondriest, and his favorite color is red.
I don't know, there's no knowledge or answer for this, but so then, for example, this might look red to me one day, but then maybe 2 years later it's somehow different.
Red has always, it is a standout color for anyone, but it's always been a very important color to me.
Sort of earthy.
And something totally unidentifiable from back in the spice cabinet.
Kind of maybe in the same vein as cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Something that bristles your nostrils almost as if to singe or burn your sense of smell.
So strong.
But not necessarily in a pungent way or in a negative way, but in a way that definitely you feel like just very, something invigorating.
If I can make one noise that exemplifies red, I would definitely just go with the classic bow. You know? Bow, bow.
Something like a bang.
Punctuated cry.
If I had to describe one emotion that is red, I would say ire. I guess that's kind of like seeing red.
Compassion.
Passion.
Passion, I'm sure, is the other very common answer to that question.
So, Spinoza spoke of passion as something that is opposite of action, and in general the way I see passion is not passivity, but it's sort of naturally occurring. It's something that sort of just emerges and thus propels action. And that's what I feel about red, because there's such an intensity that just creates that sort of passion. So that's sort of how I see it, if that makes sense.
And it sort of warms you from the inside.
I more picture just a very furrowed brow and a lot of inner turmoil.
A song that or melody that sounds like red to me would be
A song with, I guess, a lot of guitar, like rocky sounding.
something like Eye of the Tiger.
I would go with the sound of a drum.
Maybe like Kings of Leon song.
Both because, you have the association with violence and marching to, soldiers marching to drums, and also just a red snare drum. It is an iconic image in itself.
You Don't Love Me by the Kooks.
If I had to describe a story that related to red.
So I was in Woodland Hills in Los Angeles, in California, and I was learning how to bike, so I was maybe about 6 years old.
When I was 4,
I'm going to go back to a dream I had when I was maybe 3 years old.
And I was going down this really, because most of California has a lot of hills, a lot of variation. I was going down on a bike, and I was so scared I would swerve and miss off, so I fell to the floor.
I spent a lot of time outside. It was the summertime, and my parents essentially just locked the doors and were like, go play outside for the entire day. And I had a lot of neighbor friends, and we were running to my house probably because of there was some food there or something. But in any case, we were in a hurry. We were running, and I remember I was in my bathing suit with watermelons on it, and I was running, ran up these red stairs that were on the porch at my house, and I slipped and I fell.
Like, then had a huge gash all over my knee. And then the red of blood just reminds me of that as well, but just sort of like rush, sudden onset, collision.
I hit my head right above my left eye, and yeah, it was a very deep gash, and I just remember like warm blood on my face.
I was attacked by a dinosaur, and the dinosaur was not red, but the sky was blood red, almost as if it were sunset, but much more violent than that. I was attacked by a dinosaur, little 5-year-old me, and my mom was dragging me away on a blanket to get me away from the T-Rex. And I got away from the T-Rex safely, but somehow I ended up in jail, and the jail cell I was in was very dark orange, almost to the point of being red. And this dream horrified me so much when I was 5 years old, and I've always remembered it. So that's definitely the reddest story I have in my memory.
And the red stairs as I was hitting them, and just like being on the ground on the stairs. And it didn't hurt that much. I don't remember it hurting that much, but that's what I associate with the color red.
Red.
It's red.
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 Red. Red.
Red.